welcome to today's video where I'm going to be doing an overall review of the Sailor Moon Crystal Dark Kingdom arc. This video was suggested by Outer Saturn. I will put her link in the description. She said that I should do an overall review of the Dark Kingdom arc because I never did a reaction to it, so now here are my thoughts. Overall, I thought it was pretty decent. I'm gonna go on about the things that I didn't like about it, but you know, there's not really much to say because season 1 in the old anime and just see the first arc in the manga, it's always just my least favorite because it's not as serious as the other arcs, so it's not high on my list. It's definitely my least favorite season, but I still love it. The things that I did like about it was just the story, how, you know, everything's quicker, so you can't get uninterested at parts, so that's why I like the manga and then this Sailor Moon Crystal. But you know, sometimes it gets too fast-paced. I think everybody agrees with that. Another thing that I liked was definitely the relationship with Usagi and Mamoru. Like, in the old anime, they fought all the time, but then in this one, they've actually only fought like maybe 3 times with that relationship, but then she never actually went off on him that much, and that's what I like better just about the whole story. The animation was definitely something that I don't love, but at the parts that were good, I definitely love those. I loved basically every episode until the episode where Mamoru turns evil, because that was just where, after that episode, just the whole final battle, things went downhill. It was kind of boring. That's why I don't really like this season, because the final battle, they made it really boring. Like the one episode where Usagi's already dead, and so the inner senshi are all there's lots of scenes where they just keep showing each one of them, and it was just like they were trying to spare time by that. That part was so boring, and I cannot get over it. So it kind of ruins the final battle for me. And then the next episode where Usagi finally wakes up, and that part where she wakes up and actually starts to fight, and the only good part was when you saw Luna as a human, which was amazing because we wouldn't even see that yet, so that was a very exciting moment. And then just basically the part where the Moon Kingdom becomes new again was also a very nice moment, which did not happen in the original anime, and I am so happy that they kept it in the manga, and I love that it actually is reborn and stuff. Now onto the easiest part of this video is actually pointing out all the bad things that I didn't like about it, which is very easy to do than to point out all the good things. The first bad thing is definitely the animation. Now, I'm not going to go off on this because everybody has gone off on this, and it's just, episode 2 was the worst. It was the first episode was a very good impression, everybody thought it was good, and then once we got to the second episode, things just went down, and they just did not give a good first impression on the first few episodes about the animation, so that was terrible on their part. And I will question this forever. How did they even let those animations go through? Can't they see it's a little off and reanimate it? Is it that hard? I know they're going on a time limit, but at least try your best while you're first doing it, so you don't have to go back and reanimate it. Come on. Another thing that I didn't like is the moments that they did not go off the manga, like in episode 5, Act 5, when Sailor Jupiter comes in and Usagi in the manga is supposed to turn into a boy to like lure the monster or something with tuxedo mask, and I really wanted to see that, and I think a lot of people were very disappointed on that, including me. I thought it was really cool that they did that, and then they didn't. Once again, the final battle was just something I do not like at all. Those episodes were the worst. Like, I always get excited for the new episodes, so when I would watch it after it, I'm like, that's not worth the wait at all, and it just ruined everything, especially when the Shiteno died, and all they did was cry for a second and then got over it really fast to go to Usagi, and I'm just like, yeah, I know you barely knew them, but also it was just a sudden crying moment. It was just not, they did not do that right, and just that whole final battle, that's just not a good thought with me. Now, because everything is very fast-paced, you know, they don't have a lot of time for character development for the inner Senshi, because, you know, we all know that Usagi gets lots of development, so does Tux, but the inner Senshi, they just did a terrible job that they could have done better. They, like, would say and finish each other's sentences all the time, and they knew what each other were thinking, and they were all the same person, and it was just something that I always hated. And finally, about the Shiteno, which I saw in Aurora Peachy's video, this is one of the good things, is this is the first time that we saw all of the Shiteno basically fighting together and actually being a team instead of each one actually coming in after everyone dies off. That was something that I'm so glad Aurora pointed out, because it is something that I didn't realize, and I'm very happy that it did happen. That's about all that I'm going to talk about in this video. If you have any other thoughts and you want me to continue to speak on my own thoughts, put some comments down below and we could start a conversation together. Thank you, Outer Saturn, for suggesting this video, and go check her out. I've seen some of her videos. Lots of Sailor Moon Crystal stuff going on, like the Blu-ray title screens and music from the soundtrack. So go check her out down below. Thanks for watching. I hope you got a lot of my thoughts on the Dark Kingdom arc. It's definitely, if I could rate it, it would be a 3 out of 5 just overall, and I wish it would be at least a 4 out of 5, but that is all on them. It's all on them. Sorry guys, one last thing that I want to say is sorry for missing last episode's reaction. My editor that I use would not let me upload the episode, you know, to put in the box, and it was frustrating, so I couldn't do it. But I think it does still work. It just wouldn't work with that particular episode, which was really weird. But once Sailor Moon Crystal is over, and on the weeks that the episodes don't come out, I need another anime to react to. So comment down below reaction anime ideas for me to watch, and I will be sure to pick one of them to do. Bye.